Hey, Ducky, I don't think we need to talk about that.
Okay.
What?
Hey there, Adele, Patty, Sean, and Muffet, and here's my co-host right now. Hey there, Robert.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, man?
Nothing much.
Both wounds are set, you know.
Do you have your TV on, Ricky?
1 inch in
Ah,
diameter.
Damn cat. I hit pause, but the cat's jumped on the on button.
Yeah, I didn't put mine on. I kind of just got home from work, tried to get rid of Patty. Look at Patty already starting. Vinny better not be late. Actually, see, you brought it up, Patty, but I actually did. I did go get one just for the occasion because I knew I was going to be on with Ricky, so I did get a Smirnoff Ice Smash.
Actually, Vinny was early. It was Robert that was late.
That's all right.
Yeah. Well, technically, no. Technicolor's right on time because right now it's only 2 minutes after 8.
Well, Vinny beat you here though, so you're late.
And
no, you started early.
I put on my pretty shirt too.
No, I started right at 8.
I'm all fancy today with my shirt. Look at that.
Okay.
Looking good, brother.
Oh.
Okay, this is gonna be my first interview on my channel. Hopefully I could get some more interviews home later on for my channel. And hey there, Metalhead. Anybody else come in? There's Danny.
We got Sean, Muppet, Patty.
Miss Metalhead
Danny,
is here.
Adele.
Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is let Vinny kind of talk about himself for a few minutes.
Ooh.
Tell people about yourself before we get into the question.
We don't want to scare everybody away. Well,
there's Rico.
How you doing, everybody? I don't want to ignore everybody in the chat, but I do want to give Ricky my attention.
Yeah, well, that's why Robert's here, is to kind of keep eye on the chat for us.
Nice.
Because I don't keep eye on the chat. So if there's a question that pops up, if there's a question that you see, just let us know, Robert.
It's the Dirtbag Discord crew. That's a good one. Look, Patty, I got a clean shirt on, so I don't want to hear it today. Let's see, me. Well, my normal life, when I'm not a YouTube or a fish person, I'm a sign guy. I've been doing that since I'm 9 years old. I do all kinds of signs, which has been rough during the whole shutdown because no one was opening new businesses during that whole thing. Yes, no stains, Patty, exactly. I'm a single dad with 2 children that live with me full time, and both teenagers, 14-year-old, and tomorrow my other one's going to be 17. Yeah, but thumbs up, but my God, it is not the easiest thing to do. I got into fish keeping when I was 18. I took a little break for a couple of years when my kids were babies, but now I'm back. I've been back into it for a while now. The whole shutdown, I decided, let me start a YouTube channel like everybody else. You know, I mean, look how many of us started YouTube channels. Oh my God, it's like the notifications. I'm afraid to look at them on my phone. There's so many people, and you kind of want to watch everybody's videos. But I did the math, and there would either have to be 1,200 hours in a day, or I would have to live to be 743. Otherwise, yeah, thank you. My daughters have lived with me full time for the last 4 or 5 years now. And on the 24th, my 17-year-old goes for a driving test, which I'm excited kind of about because I really don't want her to have a car. I don't remember. Look, we all remember what we drove like when we were 16 years old. Right? And I don't want to think of my daughter driving like that. I mean, I doubt she's going to do neutral drops and try to do Starsky and Hutch stuff, but, you know. Oh, Miss Metalhead Prime, you have a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old. Then you know exactly what I'm going through. You know exactly what I'm going through. Thank you. Like I said, it's very cathartic. And then I'm also in mourning because I put out a video before, but I lost my favorite My favorite puffer fish. I lost him. I don't know why, and it's really driving me crazy. Because if I knew why, okay, if I messed up and I could see it was a water quality issue, he had fin problems or anything like that, but he was doing great the night before. Then the next morning, the only thing I can think of as symptoms was it was very similar to swim bladder, or I don't know if he ate his food too fast and he got something impacted because I kind of could see a little lump on him, and he did not to let's. I know there might be children here, but he did have a weird thing going on with his anus that I've yet to see. And I've tried to look it up. It wasn't dropsy. It's not. I mean, there's a marine bed in the tank still. And my biggest question now is, what should I do? I have another Star Spangled Puffer that's smaller at work that I was going to put into a 40. But do I just bring him home now, put something new in the tank at work because I was going to switch him anyway? Or no, he didn't prolapse. He just looked like he had hemorrhoids. It looked really red. It looked it looked like he spent a night with Freddie Mercury. Okay, that's more what it looked like. It was not prolapsed. Yes.
That was a fantastic Queen reference there, Vinny.
I gotta admit, that dude could sing. Oh my God, could he sing?
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I hate that's what I mean, Patty. I hate not having the answers. I wish I knew why. I wish I don't know if he got startled. You know what though? We did lose power here the day before, and he might have gotten startled when everything stopped, when all the flow stopped. He might have banged himself into something, or something weird like that. I can't think of anything else. He wasn't just a fish, Steven. This thing he was like a little dog. I've had him for years now because I would just look over at him all the time at this tank right here, and now when I look at it, I feel emptiness inside. I feel like I was gonna say I feel like when I got divorced, but no, I was really happy when I got divorced, so that's not quite the same. Feeling emptiness inside, like a friend of mine selves, because banged himself a few times too. Thank you for that visual. Thank you for that visual, my friend.
Yeah.
Banging's pretty young. I mean, I wish that's why I put the video up. Number one, all right. I've always thought we got to be honest, because I know. Listen, I'm never going to mention any names unless they get me aggravated. But we've seen people on YouTube that'll lose a fish and then just go to the store and get a fish. I've seen people do it with cats. There are people who their cat has died and they bought another cat that looked like it because they didn't want to tell their people that, oh, I had a problem. But we all we've all had a fish die.
Yeah.
I mean, in a fish we really liked, or a pet, or a dog, or a cat, or a squirrel, whatever our pet is. We've all had one.
That's what I was going to say. There's a guy down the road. His dog died, and he went and replaced it with another dog. So his 5-year-old son wouldn't notice that the dog was gone.
See, that's the thing I don't understand. That kid, I mean, as horrible as it is a life lesson to be learned. It's an opportunity. You can't shield people from death in this world. You can't, and it happens. And even if it was my fault and I did something wrong, if somebody comes back and goes, look, dude, I know exactly what this is, because we got a lot of scientists in the YouTube community, and I'm serious about that. These people know way more than the average person. And they tell me, look, you did this wrong. All right, I got to learn from that, because I never meant to do that way if I did it wrong, but I can't figure it out right now.
Vinny, like, since you have, like your puppers and stuff, and you do got experience with them and everything, for someone who wants a freshwater puffer that does not get as big as a Bahaka and like in that size, whatever, do you have any species of puffers that you highly recommend?
I mean, you could go with the small ones, the dwarf puffers, but I mean, I think the person is asking about a little bit bigger than that, maybe in the 2 to 3 to 4 inch range.
Hairy puffer, like the dragon puffer.
if you want to do full, if you want to do like a full freshwater, the dragon pupper is really nice, but it's an ambush predator, so it's basically going to be in a tank by itself. The the
Okay.
arrowhead, the pig nose pupper, he's very aggressive. He's going to need to be in a tank by himself. So if you want to do that, that's fine, because I'm doing that myself. But I've noticed my avocado pupper, which he doesn't look like an average pupper. He's got a nice big belly. He is an awesome, beautiful fish. I did a video about him. He seems to be the closest one I could get to that's purely freshwater. That'll be a community that you can actually other fish in, and he's not going to do what a normal pupper does, and he doesn't look like a normal pupper either. I love mine. I had never heard of one until I went into my local fish store. He's like, I have an avocado pupper. I was like, what?
Now, now that species of puffer, um, um, is that one that you have to like feed a lot of clams and stuff
Nice.
to help with their beak,
You
or if not,
do.
you got to grind them down
You
yourself, or
you
that one.
you do, but not as much as the aggressive puppers. I think just the way nature does it is the more aggressive it is, the more its teeth will grow. I actually believe that a little bit.
Oh,
But no, I mean, you throw in a little bit of shrimp sometimes. You get the little clams on a half shell, and then I'm breeding the snails for them. See, that's almost what I'm afraid about. I think my pupper might have eaten a snail whole. I think he might have swallowed him up whole. He was just the right size. We couldn't crush him, but he could swallow him. And I'm not sure if that was a
oh,
problem. I'm not sure if that was a problem. But no, as far as the avocado pupper, go look him up on do the research. But he seems to be the most. Now Amazon puppers are also a community type, but they only get a certain size. They get maybe 2 inches at the most, and sometimes they're not that community orientated. They are all puppers are kind of aggressive.
okay. And also, I mean, like with yours, um, according to my research and some of the stuff that I read, um, um, I am under the consumption that like with puppers that you really need to treat them for worms and like parasites and stuff once a year or something like that.
As
Now is that
soon as
true?
as soon as you get them, because most are wild caught. Very few people have luck breeding puppers. When they do, it's amazing, but you're probably not getting those. They're wild caught. They come in, and luckily my local fish store knows this, so he quarantines his puppers and he treats them for parasites when they come in. But if you're getting it from a place you don't know, especially the smaller puppers, the figure eight puppers, the green spot puppers, the dwarf puppers, yeah, pretty much all of them, I would always treat them for parasites. I think Aquarium Co-op does the same thing. It's just not worth it. I've had quite a few
Right.
like come in with parasites. You can see how they start to narrow down, and but I think once you do it the first time and you wipe out the parasites, as long as you have good clean water, I mean, because puppers are waste machines. They're right behind a pleco for how much waste they deposit. But if you double triple the filtration, what you need, you have a deep sand bed, or you have a lot of biological bacteria going. I don't think you're going to deal with any kind of parasites once you cure that first round, unless you're doing something wrong with your water.
Mhm.
But definitely when you get them in, especially the little dwarf puppers, because they're so fragile to begin with. And because listen, what are they charging? What are they charging? Well, here in Australia, I know they're $200 each, but around here you get the little Indian dwarf puffers for it's $4.99, $5 each. So I mean,
Yes.
obviously they're not the wholesaler's not taking them and taking the time to. He doesn't have the profit margin to take the time and do what he would do with like flower horns or frontosas or a more valuable fish. They're almost like a dime a dozen. You could get 3 pea puppers for the price of one betta, and bettas are kept in cups if you really think
Right.
about it. So it's like convicts. You get a convict for $4. Oh, a pacu. You want a pacu? Here, $4.99. They're not going to
Yeah.
tell you, it's going to grow to be the size of your dog.
Yeah. That being said, I'm glad that you mentioned that because like I laugh so hard every time that I go into a fish store and they have labeled on their tanks a piranha pacu. And I'm sitting there like, there ain't no freaking such thing as a piranha pacu. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, you either got piranha or you got a pacu, but you got a blackberry. You got not a blackberry,
Dude,
a black belly and a red belly, and that's
dude,
one of some other ones. And then you got a pacu.
there's
They're not the
there's
same.
so many times you can go into a fish store, and I'm not even talking the PetSmarts or the Petcos, but you can go into like a real LFS, a real place that's been there for 50 years, and you'll buy a fish and you'll think it's this name, and it's not that name. It's like I
Yep.
thought. All right, my arrowhead pupper. I thought it was a red-eye pupper. I looked into it. No, it's a pig-nosed arrowhead pupper. It's way too. I have another red-eye pupper. They look nothing alike, and my guy knows what he's doing, but it just look. You gotta move merchandise. I don't care what business it is. You got to get them fish out the door. All right. I
Yep.
mean, think about it. What would a fish place do if everybody was perfect? If everybody's fish husbandry was perfect and we never killed the fish, we never had an accident, we never had die off, we never had aggression. If everything was perfect, they'd go out of business. They
Yeah. Oh
need us.
yeah.
They need us to be slightly incompetent in order to stay in business. They really do.
Yeah.
They can,
Yeah.
when the power goes out, they're like, yeah, all right, we better stock up for tomorrow.
Okay,
Oh,
Robert,
go ahead, Ricky.
you just asked one of the questions I had down for Vinny to answer, which you answered. Asked him already about the pupper.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
It's all right.
Next time, you know what I mean. You when they sit down and figure out what your list is, you know.
Yeah, that was one of the own questions, but it's all right. If, like I said,
Well,
if there's anything that you want to know, just ask, and I'll just take it off the list, just like Rob does.
You got any more questions then
Yeah,
on that list, Tom?
yeah. There's a few. Okay. This next question is from Chattanooga. Ed. Vinny. He wants to know what your favorite sandwich is.
Oh, my favorite sandwich.
Oh God.
That's pretty good. Oh, I do like a medium rare roast beef on a wedge with chili and melted cheese. Basically, a really good steak sandwich. I will go crazy. Or a nice lobster roll's not bad either, but it's kind of like, yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the lobster thing. They're bugs of the ocean, but whatever. Tastes good with butter. But no, a nice steak sandwich with cheese and it's gotta have chili, gotta have some onions, gotta have some green peppers in there, maybe some jalapeno peppers. Oh yeah, I like that. And then
That sounds
something
good.
if I could dip it in the chili as I'm eating it. And sometimes I'll go crazy and I'll put a Slim Jim right down the middle. It's an homage to
Wow.
Randy Savage. Yep. Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, let's see. The next question is what's your favorite tank?
Oh, yeah, it was the one. It was the one with the popper, but now it's just a big glass box of emotions. No, I gotta be honest. I don't have favorite tanks. I don't care about the tanks that much. I care about the fish. I like the fish. Like the decorations. I mean, when you got 20 something tanks, there's only so much you can do to rearrange everything and do different things. It's more the fish. Like I'm growing out these cichlids. Pretty soon I'm just gonna give them away to somebody and replace them and put something else in there. The tank is just like it's like the home. It's just the shell. Whatever's on the inside is Because I can have the best looking tank in the world and have fish in it that I'm just not interested in. Because we all go
Right.
through phases. We go through our cichlid phase. We go through our community phase. We try to breed. Otherwise, I couldn't stay stagnant. Like, I wouldn't want to just do the same. Okay, this is my fish. This is my thing. Um, actually, probably the better answer to that is the new tank. The newest tank is my favorite. But I don't put as much effort. Look, fish don't care that much about decorations. They need a place to hide. We need a place for the bacteria to grow. But a fish never said to me, "Hey, why don't you get me a leather couch? Why don't you get, I need a big screen in here. Maybe a bar, maybe a wet bar. Look, if fish wanted a wet bar, I'm pretty sure I would meet him halfway. You know,
Yeah.
but other than that, it's more. I'm more concerned about the water in the fish. Like I'm looking right here at this little frontosa that I got, and he's starting to grow so nice, and I just love it. I can't wait till he gets big enough where I can put him in with my other frontosa. It's like my axolotl. I built the tank for him. I like it. I like certain things. I'm more into sand now than I was gravel. So you can see my older tanks have gravel, my newer tanks have sand. But really, it's what's in the tank. Like, I was watching a video. Who had the video out? Who had the video of the mantis shrimp? Uh,
Uh,
yeah, you know what I'm
Bob
talking about.
Taylor
Yes, Bob.
Priscilla, she has one awesome.
Oh, when I see that, that's something I've never had that before. So maybe when I like, all right, perfect example. We have a 40-gallon at work that I had a dovie in. There was a rescue dovie. I finally, after a year of looking, found somebody local with a giant thing, with giant pond or whatever that's going to take him, and he's got a tank in his garage, and he's got a really nice setup, but he wants nothing to do with YouTube. He wants to be left alone and mess with his fish. So he took that one, and oh no, I'll get to that one. Um, but now that it's a 40-gallon empty, it's just sitting there. The filter's running. It's got a little bit of algae in it now because it's sat for 2 weeks. My next thing is, what am I going to do in there? I'm so excited about that. Even though it's a tank at work, what am I going to do? I'm thinking maybe I want to breed something in there. It gets a decent amount of light, so maybe I finally want to try plants, especially since it's summertime. I don't know. That's what I love so much about this hobby is we can do so many different things. There's so many options, and especially if you don't mind just giving fish away. Like, look, the people that want to rehome and charge you a fee and all that, well, I'm just going to go to the store, dude, because the $3 I'm going to save, plus I got to drive to you, and then I don't know what parameters or what, so I'm not even going to do that, but I will grow
Right.
out. I will grow out of, like, the big arowana I got. I got to give them away. I'm gonna be glad because now I can put my smaller one. I can upgrade everything, and then I have another tank that's empty. What can I do with that? That's what I really enjoy. That's the best part of the hobby to me is we're not limited to anything. Like
Absolutely, Vinny.
you can
I
say,
feel the
hey,
same way you do, buddy. Same way.
I got,
Because you get so many people who for some odd reason that they think in their head that they're going to get the money that they got invested in their tanks and stuff back at them. And I'm sorry, but you're going to be lucky to just get a quarter of the money of what you got invested in your stuff. You know what I mean?
If that, those people. Look,
Yeah.
when they bring their car back to trade it into the dealership, that they go, hey, look, I paid 34 for this thing. I want you to give me 32. I've driven it for 3 years, but I want you to give me 32. They're gonna run them over and throw them off the lot. I see that when people do that. But the opposite spectrum, which is really great for us, is the people that jump into the hobby, and if for some reason or another, after spending all this good money, 6 months later they decide, hey, I'm moving, I got a new job, I'm having a kid, or I don't like this anymore, and they put up free or $20, or you can get some real deals too. You get the crazy people that think, dude, I've seen people try to sell a 20-gallon starter kit for like more than it costs.
Yeah,
Yes.
I seen that. I seen that with
$200.
yeah, I seen that with 10 gallons too.
Yeah.
See, it's 10 gallon on Facebook Market. Someone's wanting $100 for it.
It's like, what are you smoking? Send me some, because that's got to be good.
You gotta do Walmart and get one that's no kid or anything for, I think, under $20 or something like that.
And then my favorite, I see it all the time. You'll see a 55-gallon tank with an old stand. Then you see some of that clown puke gravel in there. Then it's got a hang on back, and it's got some kind of like off-brand light. And they said $500 for the whole setup. It's cheap.
It's yours.
It comes with everything.
Oh, my buddies, Zach, Dan, and Pete that I talk about all the time in the videos, they scored a huge tank. It's either 300 or 400 gallons. It came with a stand. They scored it for basically nothing. The problem is they brought it into the house, and they're worried about it collapsing the wood floor a little bit. So I'm trying to explain to them how maybe they should reinforce the floor with paint a nice piece of plywood, or stain it and put it underneath. Check which way the rafters are going. This tank is awesome. They got to the bigger the tank, either they're going to want a lot of money or they're just going to want it out of their house. Those are the people you want to look at.
Yeah, that's what I have to do with my fish room before I can start. I have to support the flooring so it's not caving in.
Yeah. It's the one thing I'm happy I'm in the basement for. I have a poured concrete slab. So I can put anything I want down here.
Yeah. And something happens, if you're doing water changes, and if you if you accidentally get sidetracked and you put too much water in your tank, you don't have to worry about it because it's concrete. You just get your squeegee and push it in the drain.
It's a concrete floor, but it's okay. Let me explain the fish room. The fish room of mine started out as a playroom for my kids when they were small. There was a TV, a couch, a couple beanbag chairs, and a 55-gallon in the corner. Then it turned out that it's not really good to have two girls that close to age in the same room together, because they would want to kill each other. So I decided, look, I'm going to move into the basement, into the playroom, and you guys can have the upstairs. So now you have each your own bedroom. So I'm down there. So it actually is wall-to-wall carpet except for the laundry room. So that is a problem. Now, the ironic thing is I've never had a fish tank leak like that. I've never had any problems with that. But I have had my water heater go twice in the last 10 years. And the water heater flooded my basement. I had to come down here with a shop vac, and then I rented the carpet cleaner 7-8 times. Luckily I caught it quick, and thank God it was just clean water. It wasn't fish water. But yeah, that's it. But being in the basement has a few benefits. As far as the temperature, the basement doesn't get too cold. It doesn't get too hot. You got a nice solid floor. Plus, I'm lucky where my washer and dryer is. They have a tube that comes out of the ground about 4 feet. It's 3 inches wide, which is a drain. So I can just put a power head with a piece of python, set the power head where I want it to stop. That's why I like using a power head for water changes on anything over a 40. I put the power head in. I can set it right at a quarter. Once it below that, it doesn't do anything, and it'll pump it right into the drain. And then I just fill it with the sink from upstairs and add prime.
That's like my fish room that I'm going to be setting up. The bathroom's right next to it, so I could just drill a hole in the wall, run the python into the bathroom sink.
That's called the glory hole, my friend.
Yeah, either drill a hole or make a makeshift door on it to open it.
Depends how big you make the hole and what height. It depends on what height in the wall you make the hole. I would recommend going low.
Yeah,
right above the knees.
Okay, there's ends comment to you,
He
Vinny.
said, Vinny, you should get another saltwater fish for that tank. Have you tried triggerfish?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I love the Niger trigger. They look prehistoric. The purples they get. I had two of them, and the pupper that just passed away ate them. So I got lucky. I caught that pupper on video, just eating a fish, just attacking and eating a fish because people don't believe me he did that. And then he looked at me while I'm making the video like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right." I just whacked your buddy in front of you. What are you gonna do? It's like Goodfellas.
Okay, no,
The fish told me to go get my shine box. I was upset.
okay, Rico Stan had a question for you too, huh, Vinny?
Yes.
I'll let you read that one.
Yes. Okay. If you with your clone just seconds after it's hatched, is it master? No, that's pedophilia. It's pedophilia because I don't believe I only think they have the technology to clone you as a baby. I don't think they can do that Captain Kirk crap where they put a lump of clay on one side and you on the other and spin you around and a full grown adult comes out. I don't think they have that yet. If they do that, then that's more it's more artificial. It's an artificial being like the Terminator type thing. I don't think you can. How are you going to clone me and have me be 50 years old? Either I got to age really fast, so all of a sudden I'm 50, and then the next day I'm 51. That doesn't make sense to me. Just saying. And I don't really think I'd want to have sex with myself. I've seen myself. You know, you know, I'm not my type. How about that?
Look and see if I see any other question. Have you seen anything, Robert?
Rico Stan said, "Oh, Glory Hole is okay, but my clone question is not. The fix is
No.
in."
Your clone question was great, and I didn't look. Who am I to pass judgment on a glory hole? Who am I? I mean, I've seen both sexes use a glory hole. Just saying. So anyway,
Yeah,
I don't know what that has to do with fish, though. I don't think fish have glory holes.
and
At
then
least I
you got
hope not.
Patty said that Benny's own hand is repulsed by him.
I'm not even gonna dignify. I'm not even gonna dignify that, Patty. I'm not even gonna dignify that. Okay.
Skull Aquatics, hello. Let me say a couple hellos to the people that
Yes,
came in.
please do.
Yeah, go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay, we got Skull Aquatics, Ian, Steven, hello. Muppet, hello. Rico Stan, Lori, hello. Trevor, hello. And I saw someone else came in. Larry D, hello. What's going on, buddy?
Nice.
And Casual Aquatics and Saltwater Born, hello. Mike's Aquatics, hello.
Nice. Nice crowd.
And I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. But hello, everyone, and thank you for coming in and hanging out in Ricky's stream. Jenny Lynn, hello.
Miss Metalhead Prime. My oxawattles. Okay, I had an oxawattle, and then I got another one. There was I think it was a wild born or something, and they didn't get along. So I gave the other one away. I only have one oxawattle now. Does that mean, or should I say oxalati? Yes. If it's just one, yeah, I just have one now. But his gills are coming in so great now, and he's in a tank all by himself, just like me. Look, why should my oxalotl be getting lucky if I'm not? That's all I'm saying. All right.
Benny,
Yes.
Danny said if a chicken had lips, could it whistle?
No, it needs a tongue.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, a chicken does have a tongue, don't it?
Dude, I've never gotten up close and personal with a chicken.
I
don't know.
I think they do. It's very little though.
I'm not sure. I have chickens, but I'm not going to look.
You need teeth to whistle, all right? Because let me just say, somehow I know that people with problems with teeth have a hard time whistling. Maybe it's personal experience. I don't know. But yeah,
And
I couldn't whistle if you blew in my butthole. It's not gonna happen,
oh God,
right? You're lucky I can say certain letters, right? Listen, go ahead, go try to say certain letters without teeth. Go ahead.
hey,
Try to make sure your tongue doesn't touch up against your teeth when you talk. Go ahead. Try that one.
Vinny,
I
same
do
here,
have fake
man.
teeth. I do have
Trust me,
fake
dude.
teeth. But when I put my fake teeth in, I sound like Jesse Ventura now. You know? Or Spock in the last movie. I don't even understand my own self, so I'm just gonna go this way. I figured I've gotten a year. Look, the abuse I've gotten from the Facebook people, a didgeridoo. Yes, exactly. That would be great, but only if you're Aborigine, all right? Because I don't want any cultural appropriation. If anybody's gonna blow my butt and make me a didgeridoo, it has to be an actual Aborigine.
Stephen, you know, so technically chickens only have two large talons,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they got one on each leg, and the roosters had. Well, I mean, it's.
The
I
chat is
mean,
the chat is cracking me up. I'm sorry.
that could be a talon, and it could be just like a spot. I guess I don't know, but anyway.
I
And
don't
then
want to get attacked by a chicken. All right, those things look sharp, and I've seen it. Who hasn't been feeding the ducks, and the ducks come over and start attacking you? It's stupid. I'm giving you stale bread. Why are you chasing me through the park? Why are you chasing my kids? Cut it out. And they come at you. You know that, Ricky. You got ducks. Everybody goes, "Ooh, look how cute it is." No, a duck will come at you, and if you're not ready to square up and drop that duck where he stands, you're gonna get pecked.
Yeah, the only time my duck attacks me if I get too close to the nest.
Yeah.
Other than that, they don't attack.
What do I know about a nest? I could be standing right next to the nest, going, "Oh, this is mighty fine water," and all of a sudden, like you're walking in the woods. How are you supposed to know that a bear has its baby cubs right there? They should put up a sign. My cubs are here. I mean, I think that goes on to the bear. I think they're kind of like, hey, they should let us know. Don't come over here.
Okay,
No,
here's Patty's comment to you, Vinny.
you know what, Patty? You
I'm
just might one day. Yeah, I tried it. I tried it for a couple. I tried it for a couple videos, and it was really bad. It looked good, but it also looked like, I don't know. It's very hard to describe. It looked very pathetic at the same time. It's like, wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just have two more questions down, and then we'll get some questions from the chat. Next question is, what's your favorite place to what is your dream place to visit?
Oh, that is an awesome question.
Yes, it is.
Dream place to visit. Besides, the whole heaven thing, I don't think they're letting me in. So, they're gonna take me aside. I'm gonna show up at heaven. They're gonna be like, "Come here." They're gonna show me. They're gonna show me this book and go. I don't know, brother. Let me think. I bet like, I don't know. I've been to Yankee Stadium during a World Series. I don't know. It would. You know what? It wouldn't be a place. It would probably be an event. But I don't really care.
Place, event, it really don't matter what.
I know. It's a good question, though.
My dream place would be going to Arcocello. That would be my dream event to go to.
That's probably another place they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Dude, we've seen your videos, right?
And I had a chance to go this year too, and I turned it down.
I think PB Aquatics is there. I think I saw pictures of him there.
Yeah, PB there, Jess is there, Ed, James is there, Sean from Tech is there, Drew from Fishy Biz is there, KG Aquatics is there.
It's like a regular.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's like a regular Star Trek convention now.
Pizzawa tanks.
Oh yeah,
Rob, Quick Aquatics. I mean, there's so many.
I turned it down because I could have had a free place to stay for the weekend, but I turned it down.
Yeah, I would have had a free place to stay too. It would have been underneath the bridge in a sleeper
Well, my
bag.
aunt lives 30 minutes from there, and
Ah,
she offered to buy me a ticket, and I turned it down.
and the tickets are only $25 general admission. That's not bad. Nowadays, that's not
Um,
bad.
Scholar Aquatic says, "You sure you want questions from the chat?"
Oh, I
Yes,
would
we sure
love.
do.
Yes,
Have
please.
at it.
Yeah,
And
let me.
also, Adele said, "If you don't say Australia, we can't be friends."
Adele, I would
Yeah,
love to. I
Australia
would
is
love to
someplace.
go to. I would
Yeah,
love
I
to go
would
to
too.
Australia. I would love to. I would love to hang out with you and Craig Broderick, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, that'd be
The fact
awesome.
is,
Yeah,
Blackie.
I don't think I could deal with being upside down all the time though. I don't know how you guys deal with that. I
okay.
don't know how you deal
And
with
Here's
if
the
that.
you
last.
go,
Here's the.
don't take your babies because the dingoes might eat your baby.
Kangaroo. I'll steal them too. Put
The
them in their
ting,
pouch.
the tingo. Listen, I gotta be honest. If you're going to the one in Chicago, you better have some body armor on or something, dude. Because I don't know if anybody's noticed it, but Chicago is probably not the safest place in the world right now. It's Chirac, right? Where they having a hotel, right in the middle of it too, right in the middle of the war zone. You go to the
Okay.
one in you go to the one in Orlando. It's freaking beautiful sun and beaches and friggin' Disney World. You go to the one in Chicago, and it's people pointing 9 millimeters at you sideways. It's like good choice. What are the tickets there? They're free. The tickets are free, but you got to sign a waiver before you go in.
Okay. Here's the last question I have for you, Vinny. Who is your
Mhm.
favorite YouTuber?
Oh my God, it kind of changes. Um, and you know what? You know what? All right, let's be serious about that. Now that I'm actually in YouTube and I see that, a lot of people. How do I put this without stepping on balls? A lot of people that I really liked, really like, I kind of just like now because I actually no, because you get to see who they are as a real person. Like, let's be honest. All right, Joey DIY, first dude I ever watched, binge watched his stuff. I like the dude. I know he's got problems. Right, we all got problems. Right, some of us like to
Absolutely.
drink, some of us like to do that, but that interview he did with Alex was just embarrassing the whole way through, and it kind of real life experience. That they say you never want to meet your idol, you never want to meet the person you look up to because they're going to let you down. And there's
Yep,
other
yep.
groups that are like that. Who do I really enjoy watching the most right now? Hawaiian Fishkeeper. I really like what he's doing. I really
Jesse,
like that dude.
AC Aqua?
No. The Hawaiian
Oh,
Fishkeeper.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
dude.
That guy that's got that with those cons that he's doing outside and
Yeah,
stuff. And
yeah.
uh
What is
and uh and uh and uh and what's that guy's name? It's like um um KB or
Yeah.
KBG or Sicklets, whatever. He's from Texas. It's his buddy.
Hmm?
What is his name?
Oh, IFG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I said KF, whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
His channel is good.
Oh
I've
yeah,
actually had the pleasure of talking to both of those gentlemen, and
really?
they've been nothing but incredibly nice. And I was actually one of my first live streams I was supposed to do with the Hawaiian Fishkeeper, but I think he kind of looked and saw some of my previous live streams. It was like this dude might be a little because sometimes I drop the F bomb or uh, no, I don't blame him either because if you're trying to build a brand, that's why I'm trying to. It's really hard because I love having fun with everybody, but I'm trying to keep it not too crazy because you kind of. I mean, those guys are building brands. They're not just throwing out videos saying, "I don't care how many subscribers I get." They're building a brand. They want to do this full time. They want to do what Joey's doing. So I can
Hey there,
understand.
Travis.
I can understand, but I've talked to a lot of them. I talked to a lot of the big YouTubers, and none of them. I mean, I talked to Twaza Tanks. I talked to IFG. I've talked to OFR. I talked to the glass box aquarium guy. I talked to a lot of people, and everybody has been really, really nice. I can't. Ben Ochart. I did the sign for his. I did the sign for his background because I just really like. I got into it with Joey, but when I started watching Ben, I mean, just the way I always call him the distinguished gentleman of YouTube. He's
Mm-hmm.
polished the way he comes off. I mean, he's for everybody. I mean, me, look, I don't want you having your kids watch some. My regular videos are fine, but sometimes in a live stream I get a little crazy. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, I
Don't
do
we
need
Yeah,
to
all?
get.
no, my favorite YouTuber right now that I like to watch, besides Mike. Oh no, where's Mike's Aquatics and things. No, actually, you guys know I watch all your videos because you see me leaving comments. It takes me a while. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna binge watch. That's because I work 12 hours a day, and then I'm trying to put out my own content. It takes me 8 9 hours to edit a video, or sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I watch and I leave comments, and if the only reason you don't see me is because I'm not getting the friggin' notifications because YouTube is on crack. So if you don't see me for a while, just drop a comment on one of my videos, and you're bound. Whatever I missed, I'm going to catch up on. I
Yeah,
mean,
always leave a comment on your video, every
of
one of them.
course, Ricky, that's how we
Um,
met.
Yeah,
That's
Patty,
the first video I seen of yours was the Ohio fish rescue video.
yeah. See that got. See, all right. Be honest about that. That I just decided to make that because I just thought it was something I wanted to do, and it took off really well. I do have a video that did better than that, so it's not like my only. But But I don't want it to seem like that was. That's why I've kept going, and I keep doing it because that was just all right. I got lucky with that one. I put something out that people were interested, and I gained a bunch of subscribers. But since then, I try to keep putting out stuff, and slowly but surely, I keep building something, and that really makes me
um,
happy.
Travis, hello, and Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, aka Brian. What's going on, buddy?
Hey there, everyone.
And Patty said that she doesn't like the IFG. Why, Patty? Well, that
Yeah,
guy's pretty good. You know, he comes on
he's
camera and
real
goes,
knowledge.
"What's good?"
Yeah, he's real knowledge on his fish and everything. Yeah, the same question. I'm going to ask you the same question. Robert, who's your favorite YouTuber?
You know, Ricky. I mean, there is. You know, I don't have a favorite
Got to pick
because
one. Got to pick one. You
because
gotta.
like because like there is so many like good like YouTubers, you know, that
No,
I
no,
will
no,
watch.
no. You're not getting away with that, brother. You got it. All right.
Well,
If you see a list of videos come up in your notifications, who are you like? Oh,
Dean,
I can't wait to see that one.
Dean,
Hmm.
Dean, yeah, Dean.
Yeah.
He's dude like he he is what I hope to be one day as far as like on a skill level and like a nicely set up fish room, like a breeding project stuff. He got dialed in. His stuff is nice and neat, and that's how I am. I mean,
It is a
I'm,
dude.
I'm just very OCD about my stuff is nice and neat. It's got to be. I don't have trash in it. I'm just a very neatly typed guy, I guess, so to speak. And
Your feelings
Dean,
younger.
like Dean videos come on, I don't care what it is, I go to watch them every time.
See, dude, that's a perfect answer. That's a perfect answer. And you know what? You take what you learn from these people, and you bring your own personality and your own thing to it, and hopefully people like it. Or hopefully they don't like it. Because either way, whether they like you, it's when they don't care that's the biggest problem. No, not a fake New York. Please, Patty, let's be honest. I don't think anybody wants to be a New Yorker these days. Right?
And Brian, aka Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, asks, "Who do you watch outside of your crew?"
Oh, a good one. I watch right now. I watch a lot of Steve Trellis, Camping with Steve, this guy that'll go camping anywhere. He'll camp on the side of the road. He'll camp in a U-Haul truck behind the police station. He bought an old school bus to camp in, and he does it all on a real budget. Like he's not one of them campers going, hey, I bought a $1,400 tent. No, he'll run a string between two trees, drop a tarp over it with a little cot underneath, and he'll sleep under it. And then what he does is he goes, oh my God, he's got this thing where he drinks a beer. It's a part 2. Oh my God, who can help me? Yeah, Adele, can you help me? What does he say when it's time? He drinks a beer through it. He cooks the food on a little skillet or a belly, and I just really find, and I don't like camping. I remember when I was a kid, I'd go camping. I was cold, I was wet. All the big kids used to beat up on me, even though they were like.
I didn't care. Yeah, I didn't really care for camping either. We used to have to do it in Boy Scouts. We would have to do that.
Yes, it does. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Camping with Steve.
Now, Vinny and Ricky. Mm-hmm. This question is going to be to you guys. Okay, now,
we got to ask Ricky. We didn't ask Ricky who his favorite YouTuber is. I don't think it's fair.
Right now, my favorite YouTuber is Kenny from I can't think of his channel.
Dedicated Aquatics.
Yeah. Right now his is my favorite, and then it's Vinny's. Yeah, and then it's Vinny's, and then it's Rico Stan.
Yeah,
dude,
it's the my top 3 favorites right now. Well, 4 top favorite is the 4th one is SC Fish Keeping.
Hmm? I just watched this. Oh, wait a minute! Is he the one that had the video? Isn't he having a problem with his kid or something like that? Was that the video that just came out? Is it the same one?
No, SC Fish Keeping. He keeps native fish in that.
Yeah, but I think something he came. Hold on, I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, guys. My question is this. Okay, now. What is your favorite YouTube channel to watch? That is not. Well, let me say this again. Okay. Now, what is your favorite YouTube channel to watch that has nothing to do with fish keeping or anything like that? You know, it could be like a car channel or whatever.
Yeah, mine is Scrap and Pallet Man. He goes around picking up scrap metal and turning it in, and picks up pallets and sells them. He's awesome. He's my favorite non-fish YouTuber.
Okay, Vinny, what's yours, buddy?
Yeah, Ricky, we were talking about 2 different people. Very similar name, 2 different people. Besides camping with Steve, I gotta be honest. I go through binges. Like I was watching Bounty Hunter D for a while, and then I was watching
him for a while too. And Patty Mayonnaise, I was watching for a while, but I don't know what happened to his channel. His channel disappeared.
What happened is a lot of what came out is the fact they were faking a lot of it.
Yeah,
and that bothered.
And Hunter D, Bounty Hunter D, I don't know what happened to his channel neither.
Oh no, he's still there. We just don't get YouTube doesn't give us notifications. It just doesn't.
I have to look his channel up. Another channel I've been watching is Retro Rick. He goes around video game hunting and collecting toys and that from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I pretty much it'll catch my interest and I'll follow down the rabbit hole. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, let me find Retro Rick's channel and post it, and y'all to go check him out.
I'm curious. Is anybody like me, now that YouTube is offering all these free movies? I've been watching a lot of the really bad horror movies or the really bad end of the world movies or like there was Terminators. So then there's a knockoff version. It's Terminators of the World or something. Or there's Independence Day. And then there's Independent Day, which is it's almost, think of Sharknado on roids. That's what I've been watching so many of them really bad movies. And the part I love about it is seeing all the old stars. Like in Sharknado, you have the kid, you have Tara Reid, and then you have from Van Wilder. Yeah, Tara Reid in the original one, right? You have Tara Reid, and then you have the dude from 90210. She's great in Van Wilder. And then I watched the movie with Steve Berg was fighting spiders that could shoot lava. That was great. I saw Dean Cain. I saw Dean Cain fight the Big Show. Whatever thought of that? Not even Vince McMahon. I like watching those really. I like watching the Paul Walker movie without all those douchebags from the Fast and Furious. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
if you look
What's The
underneath,
Rock gonna do next? I can't wait and see.
if you look up underneath my channel, I have a playlist of movies that I have seen or that I'm watching now on YouTube.
I like really bad movies, really bad ones.
And
Like,
a lot
that's
of
what
these,
I'm into now.
yeah, a lot of these are kind of bad that I'm watching.
Yeah, I love them.
Vinny, I don't know, Todd, if you like the car type tube, you know what I mean? Like the fast cars, whatever. But if you do, I highly recommend you going over to watching. It's a guy's channel. His name is Kalidas Mick Farland. Dude,
I
he's
think
got
I
an
know who you're
awesome
talking
damn
about.
channel.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He does drag racing, drifting. This guy just got through buying his own I want to call it. It's like it's a round track. It's a racetrack. That he's been fixing up and just. But yeah, but this guy, he does some awesome stuff.
Dude, I love that type of stuff. I like anything. I go to, like, I'll watch a whole weekend of it, and then all of a sudden there's no videos left. What I've been watching, all right, the last 2 days, what I've been watching is amusement park mess ups.
Retro Rick channel, if anybody wants to check them out.
The
Retro Rick.
The amusement park problems. Where people go flying off of the roller coaster, or somebody
Final Destination movies, or
those are the first one was really good. I like the first one a lot.
Yeah, I have all 5 of those.
I like the tennis bed scene.
A collector set.
The tennis bed scene.
Does anybody?
Then that rack falls down, and all of a sudden, when she stays in tennis bed too long, she just like starts catching on fire and. It's crazy. It's like, that's never going to happen.
Does anybody remember, Patty, you must remember, do you remember Action Park? Does anybody remember Action Park? I've been watching videos about Action Park and how dangerous that place was. It was in New Jersey.
I've heard of it.
Action Park. Wait a minute.
It was a water park in Jersey.
I mean, like, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, like, didn't Johnny Knoxville come out with a movie about a park like that?
Action Park is down. If you went to Action Park and you survived, it was like getting through Predator at the end. Dude, that place was insane. They would give you a go-kart, and they would show you how to. All right, the limiter was at a certain 25 miles an hour or something, but they would show you how to take a tennis ball and wedge it in there so you can go 55 miles an hour in this little go-kart.
Sorry about that, guys. The cat dog hit a button on the laptop.
That's all right. And
your cat is like Dr. Evil.
And Muppet, the plant by my head is called a pothos.
Yeah, I got one of them trying to start on top of the turtle pond. I'm trying to start, but the duck keeps on tearing it down.
Pothos is what it's called. It's some kind of name like that. It felt like Julia. It's like a MANJUL.
Dude, I can't pronounce any of that shit either.
Something like that.
I just go, it's a plant because I can't pronounce it. I try to pronounce some stuff in my video and I just go, I'm not doing this.
Or some crap like that. I don't know. I'm not good with Latin.
I have been talking
not good with words at all.
To Ed's cats.
Does anybody go on roller coasters? You guys, who's a big roller coaster person?
I used to, but I can't do it no more because last time I was on a roller coaster, my right eardrum busted. That's why that's why I'm deaf to my right ear, because I don't have a eardrum in my right ear no more.
Oh
Dude,
man.
I don't like them because I didn't build them. I don't even like elevators half the time. Kind of want to get stuck in the middle of floors, and that would be good though because you can do some Die Hard stuff. You can climb up through that little window up on top.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's
All
all.
right, guys. I'll be right back. I have to go have a drink topped
Yeah.
off.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's all. Mike's still in the chat. Anybody knows?
So Patty says she went to Action Park every year. See, Patty, that's why we get along. Cause Action Park. Oh, Patty, you got to send me the pictures from Action Park. That Ricky, they had a water slide that you would get in, and it had a big loop like this. And the thing was, people weren't going fast enough, so they would get to the top of the loop and drop straight down and smash into the metal below. It was,
Uh,
it was the
Muff,
look. Action Park was the most dangerous place ever. Then there was one they made out in the desert that they called the Western Action Park. If you survived Action Park, you're gonna survive the zombie apocalypse. Nothing's gonna bother you. That
uh,
dude, that place was. Then they had a giant wave pool, and when the waves would come, they would blow you into the deep end. You wouldn't. Oh my God!
uh, Muffet. No, it never healed, so I had to have it. I had to go in and surgery remove it because it
Oh my
never
God!
healed right. So that's what I can't hear in my right ear. So when I'm on the scooter, I'm always looking around
You gotta
to
get
my
that.
right side because I can't hear.
Remember that thing back in the old days? They would stick in your ear and had that big horn, so you could hear everything. You gotta get one of those, one of
Yeah.
them antiques.
If you have links to any of
Skippy,
to a
what's going
video
on, Skippy?
YouTube channel to that park, Vinny, post it if you want.
Oh, I will.
If you can
Yeah.
find it.
Oh, dude, I just watched one last night. It was the people that would get messed up in that park was ridiculous. They had slides where you would come down and no, they had a water swing where if you didn't do it right, you would land in a concrete embankment across the way. It was great. It was
We got Jason, Mr. Manifesto in the chat. Hello.
Okay, I'm going to
Skipper, you
post.
little shit. What are you doing, Skipper?
Okay, I'm posting the link to StreamYard, so if anybody wants to come up,
yeah.
what time is your live stream, Vinny?
9:30. So I think at 9:20 I'm gonna bounce so I can set up the other stream.
Okay.
But
Four.
no more
Well, we'll see
questions.
you over there then.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
more
does
questions.
anybody else got any questions for
You
him?
can ask anything. Go ahead. I dare you.
Come on, Patty. Let it loose, girl.
I know Patty's got
Now
some
you
questions.
We sure
Okay,
should.
yeah, Benny. Benny, I got a question for you, buddy.
Hey there, Jason.
Okay, now, what fish that you
Hey, Skipper.
saw as a kid
What's going on,
that
guys?
just got you
Hot.
in the hobby? You know what I mean? That you've seen it and you're like, oh man, I just gotta keep fishing.
The believe it or not, the first time I went in, I was 18 years old, and we had just finished a job, and it was a really hot day. We were digging posts and putting up real estate signs, and me and my buddy Jim from Kentucky, we had quite a few beers that day, and it was payday, so we decided let's stop and get a sandwich, and there's a fish bowl across the street. I went in there, and I saw bala sharks. It's the first thing I saw. I didn't know anything about anything, and I just saw how they looked, and I'll be honest, I have no clue that they got so big. I got the first day I bought it. I bought it. Listen how stupid I was. I bought a 20-gallon tank, but it was one of them tanks with the fake plastic rocks in it. The first 1980, 88, they had the fake rocks with the waterfall, and it's probably a 15-gallon amount of water. So I go in, I get 2 bala sharks, I get a red-nosed catfish, I get the big giant catfish, I get a couple other things, and I'm like, yeah, woo, wow. And then I keep going, where did all my fish go? And then one day I was lucky to come home from work and see the catfish with all the fish in his mouth. So then I decided, okay, I really don't know what I'm doing, and I went to Petland Discount in Norwalk, which I made a video about. The Petland Discount, I don't know if any of you guys were there, like back in the day, but that place was amazing. It had giant selection of fish. You could get tanks. That's where I got my first 55, and then I started doing it like semi-correctly. But still, there was no 1988, 89. There was no information. Even if you went to the library and took a book out, you're only getting the scientific. There was no one saying this is how you do it in a home aquarium. I mean, you would have to, does anybody remember that before the internet? How did you get your knowledge?
I don't know, because I was born in 1988. And then,
really?
you know,
you got to rub that into me. You got to 88.
Really?
You're 18 years younger than me.
But-
Nice.
Yeah, I was born in
No, hold
84.
on. Hold on. We got to pause the stream so I can go dig the hole in the ground for my casket.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was born in 84, so I don't remember it either.
84? What's wrong? See, that's the problem. People born in the 80s, you guys missed out on it. You just missed it. A
lot of my knowledge come from the 2 pet stores that was here in town before the owner decided to close down, which was Let's Pets and another one called Fins, Furs, and Feathers.
Dude,
Dude,
look, remember
Hey there, Adele.
Hi, everyone.
we had Sears, we had Kmart, we
Hey,
had
Adele.
Tier 1. Look at all the stores from our childhood that are gone now. They're all gone, right? Remember Sears? You could get anything. Remember Walmart had fish? Walmart would have a giant
going on?
fish.
Yes.
We still have a Series here in town.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
Walmart. Look,
but we don't have Kmart.
We have a Sears, but it's
Yeah,
like
we've
defunct.
got Kmart.
We got a
I
Kmart.
remember
Adele.
going to Walmart, buying
We
a
have
5
Woolworths,
gallon
too.
Adele.
same day buying like red-tailed sharks and stuff.
Yeah, I was bad about doing that. Get a tank, and
Adele.
then turn around and get fish that day.
Yeah, Vinny.
Go back that day and get fish,
Woolworths.
putting right in it.
Woolworths.
Yeah,
Adele.
the hell out of
The
that. I was
reason-
looking.
The reason they still have
Woolworths is one of
Kmart,
our supermarkets.
the reason you still have Kmart in Australia is because that was bought out by that licensing agreement was bought out, and you guys had nothing to do with the American Kmart. That's why you didn't collapse like they did.
Woolworths.
But
Yeah, they're still
they're
around. But,
closing
I
my
saw a
local
video
one.
about it last night, so I
yeah,
must know.
they're still around.
No,
Their
you
brand
ain't.
is Foot Locker now,
Woolworths.
Robert.
You
Yeah,
know,
their brand is,
listen, okay, like, here's why I'm laughing. Because that name reminds me of that movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? You
Oh,
stay
yeah.
at Woolworths.
With John Turturro.
We
John
have
Turturro was in
Woolworths,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Our
I'm
watched
seeing
two
that.
it.
main
Around.
supermarkets here are Woolworths and Coles.
Adele, what are you eating?
Yeah,
What are you eating?
Fries.
yeah. What are you eating?
I mean,
Rice?
Yeah, I
Fries.
watched it.
Lunch.
Yeah, I
That
watched
doesn't
the
look
video.
like
Fries?
fries. That's not fries. Nobody eats fries with a spoon.
Right?
Yeah, I watched the video the other day of
What do you people eat down in Australia?
Oh, you, Vinny. Oh, you.
on YouTube that someone found fish in a Dollar Tree for sale.
I would have bought it.
Yeah,
It's
they,
like that
Fish
stepbrothers.
in
they
Dollar
bought it.
Pan.
Yeah,
Pan.
it was on a YouTube channel. Let me see if I can find the channel and show y'all.
I was at the it's called China Discount, so I don't see how I'm having a. It's called China Discount. I go in there. They got listen. They got good deals on socks, and I don't know, you working guys who wear work boots. We go through socks. Work boots kill socks, and you don't want to spend $1,200 for a pair of socks. So you just go buy a whole bulk of them. You wear them once,
Where the
you
hell
throw
did
them
you get your
big away.
socks, man? $1,200 socks.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I
I
got
like-
my socks comes from the thrift store.
I like crotchless socks. Those are the best.
Yeah, my socks comes from the thrift store because my dogs like getting them, hold of them, and tearing them up. So
Look,
I go and get secondhand
all
socks
you
and
dudes,
clean them real good.
all you dudes will work all day with boots or sneakers or whatever. Our feet are worse than cleaning a flu ball. All right, our feet are terrible. I've had women say, "Look, I'm going to do your laundry, but I'm not going to wash your socks. I'm
Can
just
y'all see?
not."
Yeah.
Just,
Can y'all see
God.
that channel name right there?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Of course, I
I
watch
got
that.
onions.
Yeah, they're the ones that has the video of them finding betas at
Some
at a
some
dollar
people
store.
some people have problems with
Wow.
them. Though, I'll be honest with you. I think they've done some weird stuff to fish before.
Oh,
Just putting
really?
it out there. Hey, I like to punch up, you know. Actually, I'd like to go fight Logan Paul for $300 million.
Yeah, I don't see with that channel.
Come on.
I don't know if they staged that video or if it's
mean Logan?
actually real.
It has nothing to do with clean your socks. It has to do with the fact that the sock is no longer a sock. It blows out in the heel. The toe blows out. They just blow out. Same thing with my
Had two
shoes,
pairs
my
of socks
boots.
blow out in the last week.
Stop blowing your socks, man.
Go out one day and start welding, and when that welding hits you, it burns through into your foot, through your sock. The sock is done, right?
Yep. I've had that
Wear and tear.
I'm dancing. I'm doing pirouettes all day. It's Vinny on ice. It's ice capades, but with Vinny, I'm skating around. I'm doing pirouettes. I'm doing all that stuff. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Matter from the ankle up.
AKA FYI, do not weld while having shorts on because the slag will go down your shorts and it
No.
hurts.
Well, the worst is when it gets on your hat and it sits there for a minute so you don't expect it and then it drops through. And you're like, "Wah!" You start walking out that big patchy head.
Oh,
People start feeling bad for you
My
and
dad
stuff.
used to have a welder's shirt. My dad had his welding shirt that he used to wear specifically for welding, and it was just full of holes.
Mhm.
We called it
Yes.
a Sunday shirt.
Yeah,
you know
that's
how many
what my
times-
landlord is. He's got a suit like that he wears for work, and he comes home and you see little holes in his where he's welding new machines and that breaks.
You're sitting there welding,
Yeah.
and then you look down a couple minutes later and your pant leg is on fire. Like, what the? And you're trying to put it out, and people are looking at you. They're like, "Why does the shop smell like fucking people?" Like, I don't know. And the worst is when you try to do it, but you don't click the goggle down quite fast enough. You get that little whoa! I just saw the sun for a minute.
Hey, Skipper.
I just saw Jesus, and then you're blinking.
Skipper.
Everybody
Hey,
goes,
George.
Hey there, George.
Everybody goes, "Hey, Blinky, what are you doing?" Because you're
Wow,
blinking all
Vinny,
day.
your dogs are going crazy.
What's up, Skipper?
Somebody give that dog a treat or something for crying
Yeah,
out loud.
really. Jesus.
I show up and that you saw Jesus. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Is there any more questions for
Do
Vinny?
Do the cross thing, dude.
Give
Do
that thing a lip
the cross thing.
Yeah, does anybody have any more
You know
questions for Vinny though?
You know they're picking Barabbas, brother. You know they're picking Barabbas. You're going to be out of luck.
Wait a
That
minute.
cross thing. I
Did
meant
you
the real
just?
cross
Wow,
thing.
you just made some weird ass biblical reference that nobody
Yes, I
got,
did.
right?
Right.
I
really
got
did.
it. I
Yes.
got it.
Yes. Barabbas.
Barabbas?
Everybody, yes,
Oh my
everybody's
God.
favorite.
All right, let's see how many people know who that guy is. All right, who knows who Barabbas is?
He dropped
Don't even say it.
He just dropped the #1 single on the charts, man. I think he's touring with Miley Cyrus. I'm not sure.
Miley
That
Cyrus.
is like some crazy. Where the
Do
hell
y'all
did
have
you pull
any
that out of,
question
man?
for Vinny?
Look, whenever I
I
think
love
I'm a
Miley
bad,
Cyrus.
whenever I think I'm a bad father or I'm not doing the right thing by my kids, I just look at Billy Ray Cyrus and go, all right, I'm all right. I'm not doing that bad. All right.
Wait, isn't Billy Ray Cyrus still
It's
around?
not too bad.
What?
Wasn't he? Didn't he have an alter ego?
Old Town Road, you know.
No, that was
Gonna
Garth.
take my
That was
That was
Garth
Garth
Brooks.
Brooks. That was
Yeah.
Garth Brooks. Right, you're right.
Chris
That
Gaines.
was Chris Gaines. That's right. I couldn't remember. I knew it was one of
Genius
those.
of him. That was like Kevin Costner doing Waterworld. Just pure
Oh,
genius.
God.
Like, how can I screw this all up? All right. And to be honest, I don't mind Waterworld. I kind of like that movie.
It
And
wasn't
That
a
was a
bad
good
movie. I
movie.
think the problem was that the budget was more than what it actually ever raked in. So it
It could
lost
be
money.
it could be the best movie in the world, but if we start making fun of it, it's done. It's done. No, you know what it is? I don't think
Yeah.
we liked his stringy hair he had then. He should have had a better haircut.
No, I just think it was like it was just it was like way over the top expensive. I think that's where the budget was just way overblown for what the movie was, and it never recouped any of the
I'll
like
be
it,
back
what it
just a minute.
so it was like a flop. You
Guys.
know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't a bad
Okay,
movie. I thought it was kind of cool.
I'll definitely listen if I'm a little stoned up. I will definitely watch that movie. I just definitely watch that. But then again, I'll pretty much watch anything at that point.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Kevin Costner's Waterworld. I just don't know how he got gills. How did he get gills? That's what I don't get. Well, he had like a labyrinth organ, right?
If you have like behind
No,
the ears.
that's the whole pushing that Darwinism nonsense. That eventually, if we give it enough years, we can turn into fish.
Yeah,
Listen, dude, I can go swim in the water for the next billion years. I'm not growing gills. It's not happening.
You're
right?
not growing gills. Your kids aren't growing gills.
Oh my God, I hope
Kevin
not. After these vaccines, I hope they don't get gills.
Unless you have an
Like too
accident
much.
with a nuclear reactor or something.
You adapt
Yeah,
to
they-
the water, duh.
Yeah,
I
well,
should have
that's
thought of that,
different.
Patty. Should have
That's
thought of that.
different. We got the three-eyed fish in New Jersey now because of 3 Mile Island.
Yeah. 3 Mile Island's in Pennsylvania, man.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing.
Close. We just store all the waste from 3 Mile Island in
You
Jersey.
need a hydrophobic.
Of course there was. All right, what's the worst movie you've ever seen?
Oh God.
The worst. I gotta say Godfather 3.
That was pretty bad. That was
That's
actually
pretty bad
that
movie.
was
I
a pretty bad
have
movie.
I have the worst movie I've seen. Let me see if it's
Ricky,
still sitting out or not.
It can't be a homemade porno. It's gotta be a real movie.
It is a real movie.
I was gonna say like the worst movies I've ever seen were like D-grade pornos.
No, I mean a
Let's
real
keep the
movie.
porno out of it. Yeah, let's
I
keep
mean,
the pornos out of it because they're all
I
bad.
thought you were gonna say throw another shrimp on the Barbie or Crocodile Dundee 2. I thought that was what
The
you were
worst
gonna go
movie
with.
I've seen is this one right here.
Really?
30 Days
30
and
Days
Night.
of Night.
I don't think that might be the worst movie. Listen,
It's the worst one I've seen.
Caddyshack 2,
That was okay.
Meatballs 2.
I'm trying to even think of some of the bad movies
Huh?
I've seen.
Craig
Like
Frederick.
Solar
Hello, mate.
Babies.
We can throw
How's Melbourne feeling after this?
we can throw
polar
all the Star
blast?
Wars movies except for one in that group. See, Empire Strikes Back and then a bunch of blah.
Yeah, I have a few
No,
movies
No.
speaking
that
of old movies, the
that's
worst
worst
movies I've ever
movies
seen
that I've seen.
was that old knockoff Godzilla movie.
Dude, those movies are great. What are you talking about? Those are the
Yes,
best
Godzilla-
movies ever written.
Godzilla
Yes,
is great movies.
my favorite was
The guy in
Ray.
a costume
I loved
wrecking
her.
models for days, throwing each
I
other around.
loved how she could do everything.
It's awesome.
Oh, Plan 9 from Outer Space is a great movie. That's where the Crimson Ghost skull from the Misfits band came from. That you see Metallica wearing, and all the posers wearing nowadays. But yeah, Plan 9 from Outer Space. That was the actual name of when the Misfits had their own record label. That was the name of it. Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know if it's interesting. It's true.
You said the old Godzilla knockout, the Godzilla movies, man.
Dude, I love
Were
those.
bad.
Yes,
Dude, those movies
Patty,
are
I
great.
said the
I love
old
those.
Godzilla knockoffs.
I
Oh,
love
the
watching those.
knockoffs. I thought you were
I
talking
love-
about the real
oh,
Godzilla
yeah.
ones. I'm like, come on, man, those are great.
No, the
Gotcha.
the old knockoffs one. So the ones where they didn't have like the with CFI or whatever all that crap that they did.
Yeah, it was just some dude in a
You know what I
rubber
mean?
suit running around punching another
Yeah,
dude in a rubber
yeah,
suit. Those were
those.
great.
How about
They
this? Not the worst
You have
movie.
no taste, sir.
All right, listen. Not the worst movie, but the movie that bothered you. The movie that bothered you the
what I'm
most
saying.
at the end. What was the movie you walked away from going, I'm just upset now, and I wish I never watched Turner and Hooch. Turner and
The
Hooch.
Road.
When that dog died at the end, it ruined it for me. I went home upset. I just that was the worst.
That's right.
When
You
I
better
wa-
not be talking about those girls you got them.
when I
Don't
walked
say
out of
that.
that movie, really
That's what I
upset.
walked away from.
I'm a Godzilla fan, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting words.
Yeah,
I
Godzilla.
like Godzilla.
Yeah, I like Godzilla.
I
I've
still
seen
think
every
Kong would take
Godzilla
him.
movie except up to till the new one. I haven't seen the new one yet.
Dude, Shin Godzilla. It was the
was
most
good.
recent Japanese Godzilla. Dude, that movie was epic.
Dude, that was
like epic.
Yeah, but
man. It
that
was like,
took it back. That took it back old school though.
that went old school, and it had
Yeah.
like, dude, that one scene when he just like it was like I don't know, it was like I don't know, it was just crazy. Like Godzilla just like they just like whatever is wrecking shit, and then he just gets pissed. They're firing missiles at him, and he just like looks at the sky and just like lets the beam down, and he just like levels it and just starts leveling the city, man. Like freaking like everything. It was
Yeah,
That
my
was a
the best thing
good
favorite.
I've
movie.
ever seen.
Yeah, my favorite Godzilla one was where he's fighting the giant moth.
Heck yeah,
Oh,
man!
God.
Uh,
That was cheesy. The
The best
giant
part,
moth.
the best part of that movie was those two little girls, just the two
Yeah,
twins.
the
Remember
clam
that?
shell. Yeah, they were in like that little
Yeah.
shell.
Hey, who remembers the first Godzilla? The first Godzilla was made in Japan, but then who
1954.
was the actor that they stuck in there to do American dialogue for our audiences?
Raymond Burr.
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yes.
what
You think I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
Godzilla?
I knew. No, I knew
I
you
knew
knew
who
that
he was
one.
talking about. I just couldn't think his name though.
I set you up for that
Oh,
one.
those movies are
What
great,
else?
man.
Well, who? What
I
did
think I
he?
actually have
Wasn't
them on.
he? Wasn't he Ironside afterward? Wasn't he the? Wasn't he in the
I don't
wheelchair
remember.
or something? Is Raven Bird? Didn't he do? I think he did something after that.
Yeah, I
But they
don't
had to bring
remember.
him in.
Yeah, I don't remember what he did after that.
I
I
need
think he
to.
did Ironside. It's an old '70s like Rockford File type thing. All right, Ricky, I'm gonna leave real quick because I'm gonna set up my little stream
Yeah.
and then jump. It's 9.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be over there at.
Yeah, no
Oh,
worries,
right
dude. No worries.
Yeah, we'll be over there right before 9:30 or right at 9:30.
Whatever. Don't
I'll
worry about
send
it.
everybody over that way.
I don't get stressed out
All
about
right.
any of this
I'm
stuff.
gonna
This is
drop
all
down.
fun to me.
We'll see you at Vinny's today.
Yeah. Okay. How you been, Skipper?
I've been all right. A little busy today. Other than that, good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Jason? How you been?
I think he had to walk away.
I'm doing good. Awesome, Jason. Let's see what Patty has to say.
Oh, she mad at you, boy.
Oh yeah, it's okay. She'll be
Mad
okay.
at who? At Robert or at me?
Rick, Bobby over here. We got Ricky Bobby
All I
here.
gotta do is go on Amazon and get that vibrating 9,000 thing and send it to her, and she'll be happy.
That's all you. She has the hots for you.
You guys hear
I send
that?
that thing goes. Woo, 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 woo.
All right, can you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adele wants more drugs.
It's my little.
You guys send one to Adele too.
Yeah. I had a bunch of
Got a bigger one.
Yeah, I had a bunch of Godzilla toys growing up from the late 80s, early 90s, but I don't know what happened to them all.
I think this one was from a Happy Meal from like whatever the movie that was a couple of years ago. But this is like the OG Godzilla with his little puffy
Boy,
cheeks.
it
This
is.
guy.
Oh,
How can you not love that
that's cool,
face?
I know. Have you seen any
Yeah,
of
but
those?
I got this guy, a Watto.
That was.
Uh,
Oh,
Somebody gave me, my buddy of mine gave me that because I always do like this Watto impression, and it's like whatever. It's just funny. So he gave me one of those Wattos.
Adele said, "I'll take 3." Dang it, Dale.
unstable, but he always wins, huh?
That was actually not bad.
See, I could get it better, but that was right on the spot.
Yeah,
You weren't
that
prepared.
Godzilla thing is pretty cool. You got.
Exactly. Say that again?
Yeah, but you don't like the movie, so that don't count, Bobby.
Gojira.
Well, okay, listen. Don't get me wrong. Now, I have watched most of the movies, and although I thought that they were cheesy, I did, but I watched them. Yeah.
Listen,
But those
Godzilla
movies were
translates
very
direction.
cheesy. I thought.
listen, I can see you
They were
watching
very,
Power Rangers when you were younger, so it was the same setup.
Transformers. That's funny.
No, the Power,
The Power Rangers. Yeah, true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Power
like-
Rangers. Yep.
Yeah, I like the Power Rangers series. I'm working on the
That was
Japanese.
after my time.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
after
working
my
on
time.
I'm working on the Japanese Power Ranger series now, which
Oh, yeah.
which we stole the idea from them first because they started it first and then we took it in.
That's
and switch over.
It's like all those
That's
old school,
cool.
like 80s, like Robotech and stuff like that. That was all stolen from a whole
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah, the Transformers was stolen from
Yeah, exactly. That stuff too.
from
Yeah.
Japan because
Yeah.
Japan was what Go bots or something like that.
GoBots. Yeah, I think GoBots. What
And
was
we
that
did-
one? Was it Transor Z that had the chick that
What
was the
about
robot
that,
that shot the
that
missiles out of her
cartoon
nipples?
called,
Oh yeah,
Gundam.
yeah.
What's that Chinese cartoon called, the Gundam Fighters or whatever? You know, those big
Japanese.
robot suits or whatever.
Yeah, they're like those mech suits that they wear. They pilot
Yeah.
around, and that's actually pretty cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
Building one of those, like they were actually really going to have a fight between the U.S. and Japan with like those Gundam suits. Like they built them, like they're real.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was
seen
before
it.
COVID, so I don't know.
yeah, there's a movie that's like it. Pacific Rim is almost it's
Voltron
like
was
that.
my jam, man.
Pacific
Back in
Rim
the
was
day.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
there,
First
Rico.
one was a lot better than the second one.
It's like that.
Rico.
Rico, what's going on, buddy?
You know what? That's me echoing. Damn amateur.
Well, shit.
Right?
Cock ass.
The only thing that helps you is you get people to interview.
Yeah, your stream was on great tonight, Rico.
I had to miss it, dude.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It was fun.
So,
Seth was a good guest.
Yeah,
It's
I
nice
hope.
when you have a lot in common with the person. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I hope my first interview did good.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Even though it was Vinny.
Yeah, my
That's
first.
That was a joke. I was just kidding.
Yeah, the first one I was trying to get to interview for. He said he didn't do interviews, which was the scrap and pallet man guy I was telling y'all about, and he don't do interviews. So
Scrapping pallet, man.
Yeah.
Don't do interviews.
Yeah,
I've come across
he turned that down quick. He's like, nope, I don't do stuff like that.
There's been a few that I've asked too that in the fish fan that just aren't interested. They say right away, "No, that's not my thing." That's cool. Yeah.
And now I'm trying to get on Zach from SC Fish Keeping. I'm trying to get an interview with him, but I haven't gotten a spawn back from him yet. So I don't know if he's gonna want to do it or not.
I don't think
you
I
know,
know.
I will say that like with the person who gets Patty up on the stream is going to have a lot of people in her chat.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, Patty's definitely a commodity.
If that's going to happen, it's going to have to be a late night chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
That's what she said too. She said it'll happen someday, but I'll be really drunk and it'll be very late at night.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is definitely going to be a 50 Shades of Grey type stream.
Shades.
Whoa.
And yes, Adele, duly noted that you need double D rechargeable batteries. No.
She's a 12-volt like car battery,
24.
200 amp hour.
Nah,
Plug into the truck.
Your walk drill.
she just needs a hob.
Deep cycle.
Oh God.
I mean,
She
there's a
needs an
nuclear power
incredibly-
plant not far from us. You know.
There you go.
Okay, it's 9:30, and I don't want to step on Vinny's stream, so I'm probably going to end it right here. But if anybody would like to be interviewed for my channel, just message me on Instagram at what is my Instagram thing? I forgot.
Thanks for helping know that.
Message me on Instagram at R.B.Animals 2. If anybody would like to be a guest on my stream, or they can email me at rbanimalsone@gmail.com.
Is that the letter or the number one? The letter number. The letter one.
The letter number.
The
What's the
letter
letter
one.
number?
Number one.
Yeah, it's the number
Sorry,
one.
I'm 2 beers in, and it's been a very long day.
So,
Just two.
Yeah, just
I
2.
love you guys.
Hey, but these are pretty
Have one
potent beers.
margarita.
7.5% alcohol. So.
okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thanks for coming, everyone, and
Thanks
thank
for
y'all
having
for thanks for coming up on panel with you guys. And this Muffet already dropped Vinny's stream, so I guess everyone go there.
See you there.
Pick a
Hey.
hashtag Jason
I don't
or
know.
Rico
Hashtag
Stan.
Godzilla, man. That's where I'm going.
Hashtag Godzilla.
There you go.
Hashtag Adele
I'm not good at this.
batteries.
Hashtag.
Hashtag first interview.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Hashtag. I don't know.
Pop the cherry.
Vinny.
Yeah, we'll go with
Vinny,
hashtag
pop my cherry.
first interview.
Yeah, Andre. We're leaving because of you.
Okay, yeah, I'll see everybody over at Vinny's here in a few minutes. Let me grab some dinner, and I'll be over in Vinny's in a little while. So I hope everyone have a good night. And again, thanks for coming, everyone. And I hope everyone have a good night.
Thanks,
See
Ricky.
you, Rico Stan.
See you guys.
ya.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
being a good co-host, Robert.
Thank you, Ricky, buddy. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Okay, I'll talk to y'all over in Vinny's later.
See you, buddy.